effect. I just want to make sure it
No,
bounces.
it reset it, so it's the USB, right?
Hashtag Gamergate!
We're out of time and out of space, lamenting for the human race. A cataclysmic crisis from the past. A small blue world asunder torn, an apocalyptic nightmare born, and mankind better learn to cope with it fast. Watch the glittering protectors rise! Inhuman foes meet your demise! And boom, boom, boom! Your end is nigh!
Go.
Hello! It's a Monday, and this is Savage Worlds Rifts, the Tomorrow Legion. I am Kadave, your friendly sometimes GM. To my left.
I am Stu, and I play Lambert d'Illinois from the Quebecois. Perhaps you have heard of me.
And I'm Sam. I play Tiffany, the dragon.
Folks, I'm Nick. I'm playing Indiana Rex, the Explorer.
And I'm Kimmy, and I'm playing Arabella Kinsley, and I am a Cyber Knight. And yeah, usually sometimes people remember my name, but not always.
Everybody remembers it starts with an A.
Yeah. And there's a L.
Yeah.
And it starts and
Usually
ends
rhymes
with
with
A.
O's.
Yeah, we usually
Yeah.
get the old sound in there.
Yeah, there's some L's.
What session is this?
This
19.
is session
19.
19.
Do you remember see the log?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, thank you. Go.
And we were in the middle of a thing.
We were, but we'll
Yes.
get a whole recap of last time.
Yes.
It's true.
Before we go on.
Did we do anything horribly wrong last time?
You know what? I'm going to say no.
Okay.
We didn't have a combat, so it can't have gone that wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
You guys just
That is a
hackers.
lovely way to think about it.
Yes.
You know,
That's very true.
like it's really hard to mess up role playing. Like,
Yeah.
and if
didn't
somebody
have a
calls
set,
us
so I
out for
just
messing
thought
up
I
role
would.
playing,
That's nice.
I'm going to
I
have
have
issues.
them, but I just haven't
That's
got
Oh,
fair.
okay.
But yeah, no. So we were fine.
Sweet. So, shall we read Tiffany's diary?
Yes, I would love to see what happened.
Through
Me
the
too,
lens of
'cause I don't
Tiffany's.
remember.
I don't know why, but I think of this as the Legend of Zelda dice just because of the top.
Yes, exactly. It
That's
does look like a Triforce.
It's
Yeah.
got a little a thing.
It looks like a
Yeah.
Triforce.
Yeah, it has a Triforce on one side of it. The rest of it has nothing to do with Legend of Zelda. But
Right. On 3 sides of it, because
Yeah.
it's a D4
Oh, there
on
you
a
go.
D12.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna read.
Okay, go.
Sorry.
Do the thing.
Good morrow, diary. That's
Good
castle
morrow.
speak for hello. Your name's not diary.
No, I'm sorry. I did Ren Fair for too many years. So I'm like automatically,
Trapped you.
helmet!
Well now, good fellow.
Yes.
We were at a castle.
Got you good den.
Just gotta use good castle speak.
Yeah.
We looked across the parking lot at the castle. It looked sort of fake? ? Lights were starting to kick on around the castle. There was a cleared area with downed buildings between us and the castle. Lambert stayed behind to cause a distraction if we needed it. Rex and I were super sneaky going towards the castle, but Umbrella stumbled a bit and we had to shush her. We made it to the portcullis, and there was a small door set in the big door. Rex tried it, and it was locked. He tried to pick it, but it jammed and his pick broke. So I climbed the wall to the huge roof, snuck over to a skylight, and looked down into a big arena. There were 10 robo-dogs, and they looked kind of asleep. It was pretty dimly lit, like a stable. The next skylight looked over a big multi-level courtyard with some small humanoid robots carrying things. Mandela and Rex climbed up to check it out also. The drones were all going into a big place with fake trees and a fake stream. Rex explained that this is a shopping mall. The forest shop maybe has weapons and supplies. I looked over the side of the building and spotted a back entrance to the forest store. We climbed down to the entrance and saw a barrier with some light shimmering like from a water reflection. Rex tried the door and it was unlocked. He saw some very advanced looking components, probably robot parts. There was a big fake lake with some electronic stuff submerged in it, and he saw some activity up on top of where the waterfall was. He wanted to sneak further in to check it out. So he picked up a box and pretended to be a drone, and Robot walked up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, he saw a bunch of busy robot arms building stuff, and beyond, Vaughn, strapped to a Vitruvian man-looking machine. He was passed out with an IV in his arm. Rex described where Vaughn was, and I went to get in position for extraction. He snuck back out of the room, fake robot style. Rex and Chlorella snuck over to the Robo-Dog Arena skylight to see about disabling them. Rex cut away a corner of the skylight. He tied off some rope and lowered down. There were 2 rows of 5 dogs, kind of parked like cars. So we investigated the creatures. There weren't any controls. Pastorella slid down the rope to help investigate. She thought the riders...
Pastorella?
I'm just making names up at this point. She thought the riders must have a wireless control of some sort, maybe a helmet or a crown. The sun had gone down, and I saw some lights rise up in the distance. Oh, crap. I told Marcella and Rex to hurry it up, maybe. She looked around for the control helmets, but only found crappy fake weapons. So they climbed back up the rope. They saw the lights, too, and it doesn't look like alien tech, like the thief bots. I turned back to human size, and we took cover. The flying things circled around and landed outside the forest shop. Doors opened, and human-sized robots got out of the outer 2. The middle one was super fancy, velvet and gold. A nerdy-looking dude got out, wearing a crazy helmet. They all walked over to the front of the building. I asked if it was smashing time over the comms. Yes, it is. Lambert began firing at the Robo-Dog end of the castle. I smashed open the roof and saw that helmet nerd and his Terminator bros were inside. He was holding a weird round glass thing. I yelled at him, "Get away from my aunt with that glass thing, you nerd!"
What, your aunt?
Yeah,
Vaughn.
Vaughn is my aunt. Because the tiny people live in his head.
Yeah.
Cal is her mother. Vaughn is her aunt.
Got it.
Tiffany doesn't really understand families.
Okay,
very
all right.
well.
I was trying to figure out how they were siblings.
Yes.
They're not.
They're not at all.
They're-
Not even
Except for the things.
Tiny
Yeah.
poop
Got it.
infections and things.
Okay.
close. It's just funny.
No, don't mind me.
And just as an FYI, here's the kind of nerdy-looking dude with a crazy helmet. The helmet's so heavy that it has to have straps
Nice.
to hold it onto the armor that he wears.
Wow.
He's got a pneumatic
Nice
helmet.
hat.
But he has like glasses with tape over the.
Yeah. No, he's just slightly diabolical, but he's kind of a thin guy. He's not like bulked up.
Okay.
You know, he's got armor on, but he's clearly engineering nerd.
Got it.
So, when that started, like right before you jumped in, they did signal for you to start bombarding the castle end of the building.
Okay.
So that's kind of what kicked things off.
Yeah, the idea was that we could get the response going that way if you like were taking out the stables
Sure.
and the dogs, and that way we could snatch Vaughn and get out.
Okay.
So you began firing
All right.
for effect into the
Right.
castle structure.
Okay.
That was not in any way a real castle. It just was like fake.
Totally
Concrete
medieval
rock
times or
and-
whatever.
Yeah.
It was exactly a medieval times.
Oh.
Because you ended up at a mall in suburban Maryland
Yeah.
Okay.
that has a medieval times on the end.
I'm actually pretty sure I've been to that particular medieval time
Probably have.
for my mom's birthday.
Nice.
Many years ago.
I've been one of those in a long time.
I used to go a lot because I had a friend in elementary school and junior high whose dad did something for them, like their whole website design or something.
Oh.
So like he would just have tickets all the time, and my friend would be like, "You want to come?" And I'd be like, "Yes, awesome, let's go."
Why not?
So we'd go down there a lot, like to the point where we got to know the dudes.
Nice.
So, like the way that it happened is like the guy just changes clothes.
Right.
So it's the same act, but he's in a different colored outfit. But if you go like 6 times in a month, you know what's going on.
Right.
But yeah. So it was fun.
Good stuff. I like it.
So you are staring down at crazy helmeted dude that's holding a petri dish in one hand, looking up at you, and like.
I'm pretty sure I just startled the crap out
Like,
of him.
yeah, he was not prepared for a dragon to come tearing through the roof.
And then yell something confusing at him.
Right. And that's the part that like really threw him off because like he was like, "Ah!"
What?
Like the terror followed by utter confusion. But they aren't carrying Vaughn.
Okay. And then you said that I kind of burst into the roof, like a little bit from Vaughn. Like,
Yeah, you're
Okay.
because you kind of had to guesstimate. So you're in
Yeah.
the neighborhood, but it's probably 15 feet or so from the hole that you
Okay.
busted through.
Is Tiffany closer to Vaughn than the dude is, and his robots?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Also,
The dude and the robots are kind of back towards the stairs going down, and Vaughn is farther back on this balcony.
got it. Okay. How big's the hole?
I figured you kind of plunged your claws in and made a hole and stuck your head in. So
Yeah.
it's big enough for a full-grown dragon head.
Okay.
You'd probably have to tear a little bit more to get your whole body in there.
Yeah, like if I want to get Vaughn out of there, I'm gonna need to remove
Do
some more.
a little more wreckage.
Okay, let's do that.
But we should
Draw for initiative.
do some cards. So here's where I can fuck something up.
Oh, rules.
Yes. The mostly stealthy role-playing session. I just checked. I didn't actually fuck anything up.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
So that's good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
No.
3 clubs.
Oh.
That's not
Nine
what
of
I
hearts.
wanted.
King of diamonds. How many do you want?
Let me have
16?
3.
3.
Ooh.
Ace of hearts.
Ooh.
6 of hearts.
Hang on, let me prop these up.
And 8 of hearts. Or 8 of clubs.
Oh,
Here we
look at the flush.
go.
The only time I get those is when I'm not allowed to shoot.
When somebody goes, no, no, no. Damn it. So the ace will go first. And something happens.
That thing has.
Next up, I believe, is king.
Yes.
That's you.
I know.
So as I recall, we were back
Yeah,
up
I'm
at the
trying to
top.
remember
We were at the top
exactly-
of the skylight, but we're on the other side of the roof. So
Right.
we need
We
to
went back
run
we climbed
over.
back to the skylight after looking at the dog things.
And you got a significant ways away, so you're not in the range of where he's firing.
Right,
Right.
right, right.
Yeah.
But you're still, like, you can see her her neck stuck in the
Dragging
hole.
out, going.
So, like, she's got her hands perched on the roof and her feet on the roof and her wings kind of unfurled. And then she's got, like, dragon ostrich.
Tail's probably twitching.
Go-
angrily.
Like my cat when it's about to pounce.
So you can see that across the roof from you guys, but it's probably 20 or 30 yards from you.
Okay.
So you could run over there this time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she's probably got that handled. There's the
skylight. You're closer to the skylight that goes down into, like, the main area of the mall.
where that pond was. Oh no, that's a different
The
spot.
pond is
in the
Inside.
under you,
The-
but like
Yeah.
the
Right.
floor
the
under
first
where
place
you're
where you
sticking
guys
your head
peeked down and saw the front of the store that
Okay.
she's looking down into,
in. Okay. I don't
which
wanna
happens to be a Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to split up that much, so I'll head over to Tiffany then.
Okay. So you can truck over. Is there anything else you want to do? Like, do you want to?
Well, my sword will appear.
Okay.
Because we don't actually see any combatants, right? Everything's
No.
inside.
Yeah,
Tiffany's
and my
yelling
armor.
at somebody.
Okay.
Both the regular armor that I'm wearing and then like the magic armor. So I'm ready for shit to
You
go
are
down.
prepared.
Okay.
That's cool. So that's King, Jack, Queen, Jack, 10.
I got 10.
So you've successfully sunk 5 rounds into the front of this
Okay.
building, and it's collapsing, and secondary explosions are going on. No, there's not really. It's not like a munition. But you have done a significant amount of damage to that in the building, and no one's come running out.
Lay this out for me, just so I can visualize it. You don't have to draw it. But.
Well, just real quick, I can. So the entrance that you're looking at is across like a parking area, and there's totally this building that looks like the front of a medieval castle with a big sort of portcullis doorway.
Mm-hmm.
The portcullis is raised,
Right.
and then there's like a big oaken door
Okay.
inside. So you've sunk a couple of rounds through the door, and it's just splintered and shattered out of the way. You've hit the towers, and things are collapsed and stuff. So you've done a significant amount of damage to this part of the structure. But
Are there
around
any
the
hostiles
sides,
there?
There are.
they told you there are
the
some
dogs.
inside.
Okay.
Those, the creature mounts, like the speedy creature mounts.
Oh, the spidery things. or
things,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, right.
Those there are about 10 of them, or there are exactly 10 of them, because you went down and checked. Inside, but they're significantly distant into the building.
Okay.
They're not right by the door.
Right. The idea was, though, if we fire to effect there and we can take out their means of pursuing us, we also have a better chance of escaping.
Okay. All right. And they're well away from the medieval times.
Yeah, they're farther. Like, this is built onto one end of a big mall,
Okay.
so they're on a different part of the mall roof.
Okay.
Farther to the north, you're at the south end.
How far away am I?
I figure you're probably taking cover behind like the last row of building.
Do you want to draw it so they can see it at least a little bit?
Yeah. So,
we
Stu, they sort of like leveled the city block around the mall, cleared it so that there's no cover there, and then we sort of made like a little camp in the last row of buildings
Okay.
to use that as sort of a fallback
I'm
point.
at least a couple hundred yards away.
Yes.
Okay. I will go into demolition mode, and looking at the building, I'm going to try to start shooting at areas that will make it collapse.
Absolutely.
Since I'm far.
Can I help him with that?
What, like provide some insight?
Yeah, since I've seen the building and I have engineering, and it seems like I might be able to.
Because I'm looking at
Like
the
if he goes,
facade.
hey, I want to try and collapse this thing. I might be able to give him a clue onto where.
You could make an engineering roll to
those
kind
are.
of figure out what you've seen of structural supports and
Okay,
that kind of stuff, and point out areas that would be an issue.
that's an ace. 10.
Nice. I'm going to pause us for just a second. We're having an issue with twitching. It's
weird.
always nice and make do things new. And by that I mean not nice. I don't like it at all. I hate it.
So that gives him a +2 on his roll. I got a 10.
Sure. So make a, just make a shooting.
Okay.
you're firing.
Here, we're holding on for just a second. Don't do that. Don't hit that camera either.
We should come back and be like, oh, that was amazing! We got Vaughn! It was fantastic!
How much of this is visible on the
I have no idea.
cam?
I'll change it in just a second.
But you're by these buildings on this end, Stu.
Okay.
Firing at that castle
Got it.
structure there. And you guys are by that.
Is this where we are?
That's
This
the
corner?
entrance to the Bass Pro Shop.
Oh,
over
okay.
there.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
little structure in the middle is the skylight that looks down in the middle of the mall.
Gotcha.
And then you're sort of
I'm
down
like-
at that. Yeah, you're like there.
Okay.
And she ran over to you, so she's near you.
Got it.
All right.
And I will be doing that soon.
I don't know where the little case of numbers and color-coded numbers went.
Oh,
Usually
they're
on
not-
this table.
It's supposed to be left right here. Yeah.
There's a towel on it. It looks...
There's a truck there. If you want to use my truck, I drew that.
That's a truck.
We need it.
Nice.
That's
a truck?
Jenny.
That's a truck.
Oh, this
That's
is a
a
truck.
truck.
Oh, this is a truck. Yeah. Mad Jenny the truck.
I thought it was some railroad tracks.
Jenny.
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, good.
We're
It's
good.
still not
Hooray.
going to Twitch, but that's fine. Whatever.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be there.
Yeah, it's on their end. Everything
Weird.
else is working.
Well-
Is the check the settings, make sure the Twitch key is there.
Yep, it's all there.
It is.
We're all good.
Well, hi, YouTube.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
You tell the chat just to go to YouTube.
That's what it is.
So, for those of you just coming over from Twitch that isn't working, welcome. We are just picking up where things left off last week with Tiffany's head in a hole through a roof and everybody else starting to react to this development.
Yelling at dudes in a mall.
Yeah.
All right. So I will take my shot,
Yeah.
and I add 2 to it.
Yeah, add a +2. We'll see.
That's
Probably
That
great.
is.
14 plus 6 is 20. That's a few raises.
Yeah, you do a significant shot into the... You manage to take out, basically, I'll say, a structural support here.
Okay.
So you pick which side of the castle structure you want to collapse.
Do you have the little box? Where's the little box?
I handed it to...
Okay.
There you go. It is destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
'Cause
make
it
you
was-
blue.
It was built long before the era of supersonic munitions, and it was built as a mall and not a bunker that could result in resisting that kind of firepower.
Up here.
So, no problem.
Sorry, I just closed
up
that right
there.
on the mic. Oops. And then...
You're probably
Yeah, I'm around there.
halfway
Okay,
in between
okay.
or
The
something.
arrows are what direction we're facing.
Oh. Then I'm like.
Actually, all right. Close enough.
Do we have one? Do we have this one on the other side? Flip it up.
All right. So that was 10.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. Yeah. I will run over this way as well. Ish. I mean, I think we're just sort of estimating, right?
Yeah.
So people have an idea.
If we get to the point where, like, we're getting into actual token-on-token
Minutia.
combat, then
Yeah.
we'll worry about distance. But I'll say that at a full run, you could get over to Tiffany. That's not a problem.
Well, I've got a really high pace
Yeah, you're
and
super
running,
fast.
so
you,
I should
you
be.
both are pretty fast, so I'm not concerned about it. It's not like making Stu out of the suit run.
That'd be amazing, actually.
But cool. So that's 9. 8 is going to go. So the 2 robots on either side of the guy, one of them like reaches over for what looks like some kind of rifle weapon thing on a table sitting there. It looks like it probably set it down to go pick up stuff or do something for him.
Okay.
The other one literally pushes off and tries to punch you in the face.
Rude.
So, let us see if it is successful at doing so.
Oh no.
Oh, the tropical cherry one's good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Is it tropical?
Yeah, a little twist of lime.
Oh. What a twist.
You put the lime and the cherry and you drink them both together.
Eh.
Am I getting punched in the face?
I don't like that.
Yeah,
That's not a good face.
that was not a good.
What's your, what the hell? Parry number.
Perry?
It's going to be in the one of those hexes.
Here.
Yeah.
5? Does that sound right? Where's my little cheat sheet? here?
Possibly?
Yes. 5.
Okay. So he is successfully punching you in the face.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh
get
no.
Yeah, he deserves that.
He punches for only 6 damage.
What?
eaten. Okay. My
like,
toughness is way higher than that.
Yeah. So a robot pushes off the ground, surprisingly, because you're still pretty high.
Yeah.
Like, the robot just goes, "Ah!" Like, immediately leaps into action, like the Superman takeoff,
Yeah.
and socks you kind of right in the bottom of the mouth. But it doesn't hurt, it's just surprising.
It's just really annoying.
Hey, stop that.
So he totally hit you,
Okay.
but not much happened.
Cool.
And the other one has picked up a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was 8, 7, 6. Okay. So, crazy helmet guy, he just looks and then he's shaken because he failed his fear last time when you
Yes.
appeared. So let's see if he can unshake. Wait, is that a 1 or a 6? That's a 6. Another 6.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah,
dude.
it's worth a raise. He can do something.
Yeah. He's totally unshaken. It takes him a second, but you think maybe, like, you see him and his lips are moving a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Like, he's not making noise, but he's like he furrows his brow, but after he kind of gets himself together, he turns on his heel and starts running down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Like, he is full on trying to get away from the giant dragon face.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Okay.
So the jumping robot has probably landed again by now.
All right.
Because he's not, like,
Okay.
hovering. He's...
Well, that guy punched me in the
Keeps
face,
trying to push.
which is super
Doesn't work.
rude.
He's just going to keep going like this.
Before I do anything over the comms, I'm gonna tell these two. So that helmet nerd just looked at me and ran away. Somebody might want to get him.
We're on it.
And then
Helmet nerd.
She described it to you
Yeah.
Yeah.
immediately last time. There's
No,
Yeah.
I was commenting on her terminology.
Do we need to talk about your about your language, young lady?
Yeah,
it's not a bad word. Mother said way worse.
that's very true.
Punchy robot's gonna have to wait his freaking turn because the other one just picked up a gun. I'm gonna spit fire at him.
Okay.
Which I don't remember how to do. Oh, shooting.
I think... I'll let you know. I think they're probably in range if you wanted to do your breath cone.
Ooh,
Because you're
this is
not that
true.
high above them.
Yeah, and they're in the opposite direction of.
Yeah, Vaughn is not
Vaughn.
right with them.
Auntie Vaughn.
That's true.
I don't think you could get the guy that ran away in the cone, but
That's fine. I just want to.
you could probably hit both robots with it.
Okay, so is that different than? Is that not shooting? Ben,
Uh,
can I use a different skill for that?
oh, bother.
I'm pretty sure it's still shooting.
Okay.
I
It seemed
I
like
think it's
it'd be
just
weird if
since
it
it's-
wasn't.
almost want to say you don't have to...
Roll for that.
Roll because it's just like an area thing.
I feel like it's just a thing.
Pretty sure that even area effects need to be rolled for all that
'Cause-
stuff. Because it more represents them sort of like dodging out of the way or finding a little piece of cover than it does.
I think they get like a.
It's like save for half damage.
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
I'm a mage. I've incinerated everything around you, but somehow you dodged halfway out of the fireball.
No, it's just it's 2d10 mega damage in a cone template starting from your mouth.
Okay.
Every target in the cone makes an agility roll at -2 to avoid the attack, and then if they fail,
Uh-huh.
so you don't have to roll
I don't
to
have to roll.
hit.
Okay.
I have to roll for my robots.
Got it.
You have to roll to not be hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me use my consider dice thingy here. Just
So-
2d10s, right?
I am more and
Don't
more
tell me what you
happy
got
I
yet.
took dodge.
All right.
So
It's done.
okay.
Neither one of them made it.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll this 10 that I got. That's a 6. Okay, so 16, and then do I add
Add
them
it together,
together?
yeah. Mhm.
16 plus 6, 22.
22.
Is there
Yeah.
any base
Damage.
damage on that? I don't know anything
It
about
just
your.
says
about the
2d10.
dragon.
I think it's
that's
just
all.
2d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me write this down so I get it right. Number 1, the punchy robot.
How about a nice robotic punch?
Oh no! I don't even know why I'm doing that. He melts.
Yes.
Like, punchy robot just melts. The other robot also melts because they're the same model.
In your faces, robots. That's what you
Yeah.
get for punching me.
I forgot the whole not wild card thing. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
1 point.
I was like, oh, let's see how many wounds. Oh no,
Oh,
it doesn't
right.
matter.
No
Enough.
wounds.
Enough wounds. That's how many.
Did you
A
want to put
wound.
robots on there? Or do you-
No, not anymore.
No.
No, they're done.
Okay. Well, I was in my way of testing to see if there were more
They were
robots
killed.
coming, but thanks for blowing that cover, guys.
Well, no, you got
Oh,
his
don't
answer.
worry.
You got his answer.
Well, there was a whole card that something happened that no one saw, so you can
True.
safely
Yeah,
assume
that there's something
in a
else
meta
going.
way that there's something else happening. So new cards.
King of Hearts.
Much better.
5 of diamonds. 3 of spades.
Oh.
4 of spades.
Eh,
Still need 3.
yeah.
So
8
Tiffany's
of
hot
hearts.
breath melted the tar on the roof, and it's slowing down our action.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my God.
Robot
of
shouldn't have
Hearts.
punched me.
All right. So I believe the King of Hearts is first.
Yes.
Okay.
So those two robots are kind of like melted into slag, and there's some sparks coming out.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the rest of you probably hear, yeah, that's what you get, robots, over the comms, because I left it on.
All
Is
right.
there's a bunch of slag from the other parts up there too, right? There was a whole bunch
you
of
probably
robotic things and that
melted like a
giant steam cloud.
articulated arm and
Oh, they didn't need that.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tear open more of the roof so I can get Vaughn out.
You know, you probably, now that I think about it, you probably have started a minor fire. Because there was enough stuff there that,
And then I definitely want to get
Yeah.
Vaughn out.
like, it's not like on Vaughn or anything, but like
Yeah.
there is now a burning fire there. The structure is on fire. Because your fire is magically strong, so it's not
Yeah.
like you just took a can of Pam. It's so,
I'm a dragon.
I really want to do that though
the
now.
super low budget like live action version of this game. Like,
Yes.
watch out!
Dragon fire, bitches.
That'd be great.
All right. So you were going to spend this round tearing open. Are you going to try and shift and tear a new hole, or are you going to try and just make the hole bigger and go in there?
Now that that I can see where he is, maybe I can tear a hole over where he is. That seems more
You
efficient,
can
so I can
absolutely do
just
that.
get him out.
So you pull your head back out. They're both standing there like, hey! And you pound over to
Problems?
the few feet over, and you just rip into the roof again, and you now have a hole pretty much directly over Vaughn,
Okay.
who is still suspended
Yeah.
with an IV thing in his arm.
Kind of like the thing from Westworld, but not exactly like that. And no, like, goop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not white
Less-
and goopy.
Yeah, that's good, Kazoo.
Yeah.
Because that'd be weird.
So that's my turn. I can't grab him yet.
No,
Probably
by the
next
time
time.
you got over
Okay.
there and tore a big enough hole to reach in and stuff, I'd say that's a turn. So I believe the Queen of Hearts is next. You have not witnessed a response yet.
How long will it take me to get to closer to the opening?
To get to the building?
Yeah.
What's your speed? Probably one
Pace
of those.
is,
Pace is
one of
10.
the-
Oh, pace is 10?
The armor's 10.
Okay, so if you spend this round and make a run, you probably could get up there.
I want to do that.
So go for it. Roll your run die and see how much farther you get. That's a good roll. So I'll say you get up to the front of the castle.
Okay.
You can't get inside, but you're there. All right. So that was Queen. What did you guys have again?
I'm 5.
3.
All right. So my 8 is next.
Note to self.
After you get your head down through the hole, the new
Uh-huh.
hole, you see crazy helmet dude, and now he's on the ground floor, and he's just getting to the front doors of the place, going out.
Okay.
So he's successfully pretty much evacuated the building at this point.
Okay.
And then 5.
Oh, that is me. Okay. If I run, can I make it over the overhang where I can see those ships that he landed in?
Yes, you can get over.
Okay. I'm going to run. Do you even need me to roll? Because I am going
What's
to take
your
another
pace?
action. 10 with a D10.
Yeah, go
Running.
ahead and roll. So it'll be a negative on your other action.
Right.
With that, I'm sure. Yeah, you can make it.
Okay.
So.
And then I will be at a -2 for this second action, which is
Yep.
going to be shooting. I grabbed the alien railgun, and he popped open the canopies, and he didn't close them when they got out, so I'm going to fire directly into the cockpit of the big plushy one.
Yeah.
Okay. So make a shooting.
I will make a shooting roll. And a -2. I will re-roll that shooting roll.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sergito. I was a helpful player from a previous session. That is an ace. 13, 11. So 11.
That's a hit on a not moving target.
Excellent. And a raise, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can roll your damage with the extra d6.
Can I borrow this
Yeah.
D6 I lent you?
Hey, borrow my own dice back, yes.
Give me my dice, lady.
Hey, I don't know.
I have my dice.
That is an exploder. So that's 11, 15, 16, 18, 21. And this is plus 5, 25. I feel like... Oh, it's 2d6, right? On a raise? On a raise,
Nope.
it's...
Well, it just adds one extra d6.
Oh, one extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
25 on 5 dice. I feel like I can do better. So I will spend a Benny for blood and guts or
Nice.
whatever the rule is. I forget.
Totally allowed in Savage World Rifts to reroll for damage.
And I did not do much better. I think I might have hit the exact same here. 11, 14, 15, 21, and 5,
Nice.
26. I scored 1 extra point.
That worked the best.
Yeah. Woo! I'll hold on that. So 26 points.
Man, I'm glad you did, because that just pushed it over the line. No. The round, because it's not like a big area effect like his, but it's still significant damage.
Right.
And to the plush.
Oh, and
cockpit
it's 15
interior.
AP for what that matters
Yeah.
inside the
Well,
cockpit,
the thing
but-
is open anyway, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah. You are pretty sure that you have wrecked the flight controls inside this thing. Like, you tore through some velvet and tufts of feathers have come flying out. And then there's some sparks from inside now, and obviously you've damaged something inside there.
Cool.
You don't have an idea of exactly what you hit because you don't know exactly the control layout or anything, but
Sure.
you did a significant chunk of damage on the inside. of
Okay.
this.
And were there 3 of those that landed, or
There were
just
3.
2? Okay, 3.
The main one that was the plush one that he got out of, and then 2 that
Right,
looked
right.
more utilitarian
Okay.
on the sides. So that was 5. Then my 4 gets to go.
Get up.
What? One's just
I know.
sharing a number with you.
He gave me the card. I blame him.
I see.
I had the
Why
three last
I
time.
oughta.
Yeah.
Reverse alphabetical order. Still might go last.
Yeah.
No, she's
No,
spade.
I don't
remember the
She,
suit I
she's
gave.
spade, so
Oh,
Diamond
she'll go
goes
first.
last, yeah. But what you see is actually on the front of the vehicle that you just hit. You see what looks like the upper torso of a similar robot to the ones that walked in with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it raises up over the back of the hatch and turns and looks at where you just shot from. And as it starts moving, you can see that it's basically just the upper torso mounted on a set of spider legs
Oh, okay.
that now are like crawling up the front of this.
I don't like this.
Those are the worst.
It's not a zombie.
It's like
No.
what's his
That's
name?
true, those are worst.
It's like what's his name from the what's it called? Clone Wars.
Yes.
But
Those are the creepiest kind of like robots and androids, though. It's creepy.
Guys, our friends got more bodyguards out here.
Oh, good. That's not creepy. You should hold that up to the camera. Excellent.
thanks, Cool Riff's artwork.
Yes.
Ooh, neat. The ones in here were pretty flammable, just FYI.
Good to know.
But it's going to take a shot at you.
All right. Just so you know, I have dodge as one of my edges, which means you're -1 on range attacks against me.
Okay. And I'm giving you a little bit of cover because you've got the high ground.
Okay.
So
What? No joke? Play at home, folks.
it doesn't need to be a joke because everybody thought it.
Yeah.
The best kind of joke is the kind that I don't have to say.
Yeah. Just smile.
So he
knowingly
totally
with the
misses, but a pair of like white-looking sort of energy bolts fly up past you
camera. Okay.
from the on the torso, like where pecs would be. It has apparently 2
It's got
kind of like
laser tips.
it does. It does indeed.
Spider robot with laser tips.
Spider robot.
It's like a fembot.
Oh, God.
Yes. It
Yes,
may
but
in
with
some
spindly
other
spider legs, this is like nightmare fuel.
Or a very specific fetish.
That's true. Somebody's going, what are you
Someone
talking
out
about?
there is like, oh,
Yes! It's about time!
I've been watching this whole stream waiting for this.
Just waiting for these guys.
Sorry.
Have you guys heard the controversy with the newest Lord of the Rings game?
No.
Yeah, they turned Shelob into a sexy lady.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Like her
I don't remember who
backstory.
she
She's the giant spider.
So she's basically like the mistress of
She's
Pain from
the
Diablo now?
giant
Yeah.
spider that
Yeah.
guards the
No,
path.
they
Yeah,
changed,
I remember
yeah.
They
that.
changed her into a sexy lady because
It's
sexy
not
lady.
a spider.
Nope, she's a sexy lady.
Is she a sexy spider lady?
She doesn't have horrible spider legs or anything?
Does she have spider earrings on?
Maybe. No, she's sexy spider. I mean, maybe she's got spider legs, but a lot
She have
of
a spider
people-
tattoo?
Yeah, she's like a spider hat.
I think the actual story is supposed to be like she was a woman before the curse that made her the spider.
No.
That's what the claim was.
Oh, that's the new.
That's their retcon of it,
yeah.
because that's not
Yeah, because they're
They
they're
rewrote-
allowed to make up whatever they want because
right.
they paid for it.
Right, and because Christopher is like, I can't even deal with this
I'm
anymore.
out. Yeah, I'm old as shit. I don't give a crap.
Do what you want.
Make a damn Amazon series. I don't give a shit. I kept this stuff under wraps long enough. I'm out. And retired with my
Turn off
Zalman
all my
company
media
money.
services. I'm just going to die in my cottage.
Yeah. Oh.
That sounds
All right.
disappointing.
It's
Anyway,
so
so
many things are disappointing about it.
that has happened. 3. King of
Yes.
Spades.
Oh, right.
first. Woo! So you see a pair of like white-looking blaster bolts come flying over the edge of the roof over him, where he
Yeah.
ran, and she has now made a second hole. And
Yeah, I feel like he can handle himself. I'm a little bit worried about. Well, you know.
No, hey. No.
I am a
I
little worried
appreciate your
about what
confidence. It's
Vaughn is
misplaced.
hooked up to, and that Tiffany will not be able to get him out safely, because who knows if he's got like stuff plugged into him or it's creepy.
My plan was just to yank.
Yeah, that's my worry. not that that's a bad plan.
Just grab the whole circle in a claw. Like trunk.
Yeah. So just
Leave his entire
So I'm
circulatory
gonna-
system.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe it's keeping him
he's
alive.
actually on dialysis.
Yeah.
You're just gonna take
Something bad happened and that's keeping him alive. Like we should see what it is first. So I'm going to jump down into the room.
it. Okay.
And
So, do you want to jump through the hole that she vacated?
yes.
There is smoke coming out of it.
No. Then the new hole that she's
The
making,
new hole that she's kind of in.
Yeah.
You can. I'd say you'd have to make an agility roll to
Okay.
kind of sneak between her neck and the hole space, so you're not.
Okay.
Slide down an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do the thing.
Ride the dragon.
It's a 4.
That makes it.
Okay, good.
It's okay. You're not going to do it like with super flashy style, but you managed to kind of wriggle
To
down.
not die.
Yeah.
That's good with not dying. That's
Well,
my, that's my
not die
bar.
or not get embarrassingly caught like on her neck scales, like going down the road. 'Cause you know, like,
Little help here.
I hate when this
Have you
happens to me.
like, have you ever pet a lizard the wrong way
Yeah.
and you feel the roughness of the scales? So, like, if you tried to slide down the side of the dragon's neck the wrong direction, the scales are way bigger, so they totally kind of you get caught on it a little bit. But you make it down.
Yeah.
You land next to this hoop that now has Vaughn suspended, and you do see like some IV things going into his one arm.
Okay.
But no other apparent connection other than
Okay.
like there's sort of like a shackle thing.
I want to make
Do I-
just going into one arm, not going into his one arm. He still has two
Yes,
arms.
he still has both arms.
I want to make sure I heard.
It's a good,
Yeah.
a good
One
thing.
arm is connected. There is nothing in the other arm.
Okay.
Do I have enough time to get up to him?
Yeah, you land like pretty much
Okay.
right there.
All
Like
right.
you're right there.
All right, I'm going to carefully start, like, unhooking him.
Okay. That'd be the rest of it.
Yeah, that's
You slide down and then.
yeah. That way he doesn't, like, bleed out once we pull him off the thing or something.
You're like, okay. You've got like a little cotton ball and a Band-Aid. You're like, here's a cookie and some orange juice.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your blood sugar at?
So the next one is there are 2 additional regular-looking robots that were left outside. 2 came in with him, and 2 stayed out by the other vehicles.
Right.
They are going to follow the advice of their friend and take a couple of shots up at you on the roof. First one is a horrible miss.
Yay!
The second one is slightly less horrible, but also a miss
Yay!
because of your dodge and your cover.
Excellent.
So new cards.
Jack of Hearts.
Do better, Stu. Do better.
2 of
The
hearts.
last round went pretty well for you guys.
2 of clubs.
I had a
7 of
3.
hearts.
It couldn't be that much worse.
It's
4
this
of
side of the
diamonds.
table.
It is.
He's
He's-
4 of hearts.
Are you kidding me?
10 of diamonds. I always deal my card from the bottom.
It's still not helping.
Is that am I barking? No.
No.
Okay.
Who
So I
has the
believe-
fewest bennies? Is it you, Stu? Because you.
I just have 3.
Okay.
I also have 3.
I'm also at 3.
All right. So I believe Tiffany's up first with.
It's me. Does Cascabella looks like she's finished unhooking things from?
She looks like she's got him unhooked, but like she wants to do some more. Like she hasn't really done like a first aid-y kind of a thing on him yet. But he's no longer attached to the IV. He's still shackled in place.
Okay. Then I'm gonna break the shackles.
Okay. How are you going to do that? Okay, so you can reach down with an arm and do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll reach down with an arm and do it.
I just want to get the picture in my head of what your plan was.
Yeah, gauge
Cool.
where it is, and then stick my arm in and break them.
Okay. So you're standing there and you're like starting to apply some pressure on his arm where the IV came out because it was one of those big honking IV needles. The wide bore, like
Those are my favorite.
yeah. Like we're gonna roto-rooter that vein.
That's fine. No go.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here.
I delight in making you just slightly uncomfortable.
Cringe.
Like, it's super
Such
fun.
a good friend, Dave. Thanks for that.
Because you're always like, ah, and I'm always like,
Just so you know,
Dave
everyone's
is a
always like,
little
"Oh,
boy
Dave's
at
such a
heart."
great person." I'm always like, "Yeah, that's just changing.
I see.
He's a dick. He makes me slightly uncomfortable always on purpose."
Yeah, always. Just when we're talking about zombies and apparently IV needles.
Yeah, just when you're the GM, really.
When I have to describe things.
Yeah,
The rest of the time, everything's cool.
it's great.
As long as you sit over there and you're quiet, I like you.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll? Like fighting? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm fighting the thing, not him. So.
Yeah, but I'm not... I just kind of want to see how accurate you are with your reaching down and...
Yeah.
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 That more than...
I'm aiming more for what the thing is attached to than where it attaches to his hand.
Sure. I'm kind of judging like how well you can get all four detached.
Four's a success.
Yeah, it doesn't have a parry. It's not actively trying to be like, no,
It's
no.
not dodging and weaving.
It starts to spin like one of those astronaut training things. So okay, you get the arms free this round.
Okay.
With a raise, I would have said you got all four, but you
She's probably in the way a little too. Like.
yeah. So you reach down and you manage to kind of break where the shackles connect to the hoop on both of his arms, and he kind of slumps forward onto you.
Okay.
All right, that was Ace. I got nothing high over here, so what?
I got a 10.
I think you're next.
I think you're next.
Can I see anything through the portcullis?
Since you fired a couple of rounds in there, the door is destroyed, and you see a big lobby-looking room that's empty.
I don't see any mechanical spidery sort of things.
Nope.
Okay, then I will walk in.
But they describe that like you have to go through there to get to another door that leads to
Okay.
the arena where they were
Then
parked.
if I know that, then I'll.
Okay. You're gonna have to kind of crouch down to get in there
Okay.
because it's not made for. I think you're
12 feet or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, the ceiling's probably at least 15 feet, I'd guess. So you're okay.
Okay.
But I wouldn't, you don't have a lot of headroom.
Right.
So aside from ducking through the door, you're okay once you're in there. So you get over to the arena door, and you can kick it open. It wasn't blown up yet.
Okay. I'll do that.
So you opening it, or are you just going to leave it shut?
I'll kick it.
Okay. So you kick the door open, it flies off the hinges because your suit's strong.
Right.
And inside the arena, there's 10 lined up. Looks like in park mode or sleep mode of those things. They're just sitting there. So you still could take a shot.
I'll do that.
Have to roll to hit him.
Yeah.
D12. D12. 11.
Yeah, you totally hit.
You want damage?
Sure. And I'll remember your armor pierce this time.
He says out loud to remind himself.
21, 26, 33.
Okay.
Plus 4. 37.
37. All right. That's a lot. Okay. The two that are sort of closest to you that you fired on, they seem to take a lot of damage. They're not powered up or anything, so they're not actively dodging or able to
Okay.
block or anything. So they take it. They look pretty wrecked,
Okay.
but there's still more in them. And I'll say you could probably only hit 2 at a time with the blast area.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a pretty big arena and they're sort of
Spread
spaced out.
right.
Cool. Because that armor piercing number is significant.
Yeah.
Probably would have changed
25,
how things
I
kind of worked out at the castle
Yeah.
originally that led you on this whole adventure.
See, it was a
the
good
important
thing.
Entire adventure is Dave's fault.
Well,
But
I mean, yeah.
I'm sure I could have gotten away still,
Yeah.
but it would have been less one-sided for sure. All right, so that was 10. You guys both have 2?
yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
For you.
Thanks.
Well, I was totally like, oh, I got a 7 and 2 4s. Like, oh, that sucks. Because I didn't see what you guys got.
We got worse.
So, 7. The spider robot thing
Goodbye, Bennies.
Yeah.
moves towards the front of the building.
Okay.
And we'll take another shot at you. -1 for...
Yeah, for my dodge.
Okay, so that's a hit. Because I gave you 2 points for cover and 1 for your dodge. So
Okay.
that's -3, but I still got a 4.
Okay.
So, let us see.
I have something relevant if you get shaken, I think. I don't know if I'm close enough, but I took the command
Okay.
edge, which gives everyone in my group a +1 to their spirit roll.
Oh, cool.
Ooh. 17 damage.
Okay. So my toughness in the armor is 12.
Okay.
So that is a wound, right?
Yeah, that'll
Or,
be a-
or I'm just shaken, or what's...
No,
It's been a long time.
if it passes your toughness, you're shaken, but it passed with a raise, with an additional 4, so that's 1 wound, I think.
Okay.
But you can attempt to soak that one.
Yeah, it's early. Let's try and soak this.
Okay. You can do it.
And it's a vigor roll.
Yes.
Aces.
2.
So 8.
That's enough. Yeah.
Cool.
You soak it, and you are unshaken. Also,
Excellent.
because you did. But man, those blasts sting. Like they're very stingy blaster bolts.
Okay.
Kind of like electricity. So less like a laser beam and more like a kind of a hit.
Does it make my hair stand on end? Is it kind of
Yeah,
ionizing?
yeah. Like you smell that ozone smell. And gross. Yeah.
Master Venner just bought Help a Player for Nick.
Hey, thank you very much.
That was rolled perfectly across the table.
So next up will be the Hearts, which are the other 2 robots outside. Pathetic. Yeah, no. Apparently those normal robots are just useless. They melt easy, and
Yeah.
you can't shoot for shit.
Oh,
so
good.
Congratulations. And then
Melty robots are best
Yeah.
robots.
the final one will be now from where you are. You see ping pong helmet guy come running out of the building towards his ship that he sees is wrecked inside as he gets a little closer. And like he looks around for a minute, and like his robots are firing, and you see him like pause for a second, like he's thinking, and then he turns towards one of the other craft. Yeah, and that's it for us. So I'm sorry, which one did you use first? I didn't see what suits you got.
I'm
You have
hearts.
hearts and I have spades.
You have clubs.
Oh, sorry.
So hearts goes
Yeah,
first.
hearts.
Oh, me. Okay. I will shoot the one that he's running towards in that open cockpit.
Make a shoot.
Because I'm thinking we can run, but not if they can fly after us.
That's a good point.
4, which should be good enough to hit a non-moving target.
Excuse me.
15, 17, 22.
No, that's just right in your.
Yeah, apparently
Right in the
that's,
target number
that's
area.
where I'm at.
But you do a significant amount of damage. You can actually see more of the damage because it's less
Opulent.
tufted. But you do some significant damage to it.
Okay.
And he's kind of like, he's moving towards it, but then and he's like,
Stops and turns and starts running towards the other one.
well, on his next action, maybe,
Yeah.
for sure. So then that's Kimmy up next.
Okay. I have Vaughn kind of like draped across my shoulder. And I'm going to look at Tiffany and be like, we got to get out of here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And so there's not really a way I can climb up. So,
His feet are still attached.
oh, are they? I thought we
Yes.
got, oh, I'm sorry.
I
He
only
Never
slumped
mind.
onto you, but his
Oh,
feet
my
are
God.
still
Oh, I'm
attached.
sorry. When you said you slumped on me, I thought, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm missing the
It's
details.
all good. She's like, okay, we're going. She's like, ah! He wakes up screaming, my legs, why?
I don't think I have anything to.
Can your sword cut through him?
I will try.
I'm sure
Very
it could.
carefully. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there's nothing like no IVs or anything down there, right?
No.
All right. So I'm just gonna cut through the circle thing.
Okay.
And then he'll be slumped completely on me.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you kind of just chop at the base of it and
Yeah.
get its feet free. That's fine.
Okay.
As you kind of cut at that hoop,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that it's full of circuitry and stuff.
Okay.
So it looks like it probably did all kinds of things. Like, out of character, have you ever seen a picture of an MRI machine with the housing taken off?
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like a miniaturized version of that.
Okay. Interesting.
I gotta say no.
Okay.
Like, I feel bad.
No, it's okay.
Because I like the idea,
Yeah.
but it just
make
doesn't.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. No worries.
Well, I'm curious.
The chat room wanted to know if they could buy her one of the NPC robot mounts.
Ah.
Yeah, I was like, don't do that until I ask. Like, I have to ask. That seems like a thing. Yeah.
Like, I like the idea a lot,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't really make sense with
Yeah.
those robots, the way they work.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yet. Until we take one
Until
home
we
and,
take one
and figure it
Yeah,
out.
you could reverse
Yeah.
engineer it and then build a new one, I guess. Yeah, that would
Find
make
a
sense.
helmet.
So yeah, I think that's new cards. Yeah.
Ace of spades.
All right.
Tiffany,
3
turn
of
it up.
clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
5
Oh.
cards.
God.
9
Can I-
of diamonds.
Can I switch and play cleric now? Because I'm getting great cleric cards.
Yeah. Right. Going last.
Queen
End of the order is
clubs.
great for a
Oh.
cleric.
Still 3, right?
Yeah.
5 of spades. Is that
It's
a
a jack.
joker?
It's a jack.
That's
You
a
sure?
jack.
Yeah.
No, but it's 3 guys standing on top of each other. That's very funny. It must be a joker.
You're
Just
trying to
trying to whale
negotiate
the
the card
cards.
that you got. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so The ace, I believe,
Whee!
is tall.
Yay. Okay. Well, if Vaughn's feet are free, then I'm gonna grab both of them and pull them out of the
Absolutely.
building.
Deposit them on the roof next to you.
Yes.
Excellent.
You can absolutely do that. You want to do anything else?
Yeah.
Because that's a minor action.
Okay. And then I've probably been able to hear the shooting coming from where Rex is, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over there. Now that Vaughn is safely out of the building, I'm gonna run over there to get
Guys,
him
if you
back
got
up.
Vaughn, we got company over here.
Are you going to run over there, or are you going to take off and fly that direction?
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't run on this building that I just set on fire.
It's probably just a couple of steps.
It's not like, it doesn't look like it's perilous to like collapsing.
Okay.
But
No, I'm not gonna flex. I don't want to give them like a giant target in the sky to shoot at.
absolutely.
Good call.
Totally fine.
Keep it low over the side.
So you hustle over there, and you get where you're standing, kind of behind the lip of the edge of the roof. Now she comes up next to you, like, "Huh? What's going on?" All right, so that was
Oh.
Ace.
When you
King,
did you
can we
just
get-
lift them
no.
out and put them on the roof?
So then the
Yeah.
Queen
Yeah.
goes.
Okay, so you guys are still back here.
So after he
Did
kind
you keep
of
Vaughn, or he's still draped across my
You
shoulder?
have Vaughn.
Okay.
I'm not taking him towards danger.
Okay, well, you did this when you said you lifted us out, so I wasn't sure if he was like in your other hand.
Oh.
I kind of got that she went.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
hoisted
perfect.
you
Just
both.
picked you both up together.
So the ping pong helmet, he slams on the brakes comically and skids a couple feet and then turns and immediately runs for the other ship. That starts, like, it's already powering up.
Okay,
Like you can
like
see,
it's got
like,
a pre-flight thing.
It's actually already started to hover off the ground.
Oh,
a
okay.
little bit. So like it, you can kind of see, like, when a helicopter's first taking off, when it first sort of leaves contact with the ground, you know how it kind of wobbles just a little bit as it's lifting? That's kind of what's happened here. It's a lot less loud than a helicopter, though, obviously. It's just kind of like you hear a whine of an engine.
Sure.
But it's not crazy loud. Yeah, but he managed to get over there, and he's into the vessel
Okay.
on this turn, because they weren't parked super far apart. Nor are they giant, huge machines. So that was Queen Jack.
Okay. I don't really know if they have it handled or not because he called for help.
You know that the inside of this building does connect to the rest of this
Okay.
giant mall, so you can go rampaging through the...
I just on the
Literally
battlefield
goes
just
to the
boom,
wall.
boom, boom through the walls.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and unanchor and just start running in that direction.
Okay. So you...
I won't worry about doorways and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not like a
a mall.
military building or whatever. Yeah. You're able to just smash through the solid wall from this arena, and then you're out, like, in a empty but stereotypical looking 20th century American mall. Like,
Nice.
it's actually pretty clean.
Mhm.
Like, you'd assume that when they kind of started using it, they cleaned up the building a lot, and that kind of stuff.
I'll go ahead and run.
Sure. You don't get quite over to the Bass Pro Shop
Okay.
entrance on the inside, but you kind of get to where you can see it.
Okay.
And you do see some flickering firelight in there now.
Right there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Was there an Orange Julius? Do you run past an Orange Julius? Hot dog on a stick?
Yeah.
Those would be in the food court. He
Well, I
hasn't
don't
passed
know.
the food
Okay.
court.
He isn't- okay.
Food court's over here.
Yeah.
Foot Locker?
Probably. There's one of those everywhere
Yeah.
on every floor
Yeah.
of every mall.
There's definitely a Starbucks there too, because there's one there and in the food court.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And on the other end of the
Yeah.
mall.
Well,
And
Right.
Probably got 3 or 4.
yeah.
Well, it's probably
One
like
on every
it's
floor.
probably the standalone one, like
Yeah.
out in the middle.
A little yellow
Yeah.
kiosk in the middle?
Yeah. No, it's totally like a coffee bean tea leaf.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
across from
A Pete's- a
Starbucks so
Pete's
they
coffee.
can fight.
Just to annoy you, because you're like, I know the menu at the Starbucks. And I don't know what you have. Give me
Are they
something
going out of
like
business?
this.
think
I love
Are
this
they?
image.
They
He's
are.
running through the mall. He's just kicking those kiosk wagons off
Oh,
to the
yeah.
side. The one that's got like the
Just, like,
drones.
Giant
the one that's
robot
trying to
rampaging through a mall, like
Right.
Has- has-
tiles cracking underneath his feet. Like,
Would you like a cell phone plan?
Exactly.
massage, free massage.
Ah! Yeah, head massager.
Oh, that's the best.
So that was Jack.
Yes.
10, 9. That's me again. So, friendly neighborhood skeleton death spider.
Spiderbot, friendly neighborhood Spiderbot.
That doesn't-
He's friendly in somebody's neighborhood.
Yeah.
But apparently he can't shoot well either.
Excellent.
So he misses. But then that's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Ah, that's me.
I go first though,
Oh,
because I have a spade. It's fine.
it's
Don't
fine.
worry, they're not going to do anything.
No.
All they do is shoot and miss.
Oh,
Damn
don't
it.
say that.
The dice will hear
I
you.
just said it. The dice are hearing him.
No.
Yeah, but they have cover, so
We do have cover.
Right.
Yes.
2 more shots
Okay.
fly up from a different looking blaster than the
Okay.
boob bolts. So, that was my 5. You're up.
Okay.
With Vaughn.
With Vaughn. Yeah, I have Vaughn. Guys, we should probably. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. We should probably make an exit if we can, cause yeah, we got a hurt kid here. We gotta go.
I agree. I just think we need to make sure that there's no one going to be following us. We still have one more of these flying things.
Yeah.
Oh, I should say, now that he's sort of slumped over your shoulder and you're holding him, you do see that there's like a big swath on the back of his head that's been shaved.
Oh,
And
good
there's-
shit. Okay.
And there's like a freshly stitched incision across them.
Oh no.
Maybe they get the little people out of them. Maybe they
Those
use them
aren't
for
real.
energy.
Those aren't actually there. Well, if we can start heading out, I think our friendly neighborhood glitter boy might be able to take care of anything that's coming after us, or the dragon.
These robots are pretty easy to melt.
Has the guy started to fly away yet?
He's inside,
Okay.
and I'll say that the door is closed or
Okay.
closing. Because it went on the turn with the skeleton robot. So I'll say that the hatch is closed. He has not flown away yet.
Okay.
Can I do stuff with him, holding him?
I mean,
Something.
kind of depends on what.
Can I
you
shoot a
want to do.
bolt? I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, you could absolutely
Okay.
shoot a bolt.
All right.
Throw out your other arm and pew
Yeah,
pew, or
okay.
out of your face, whatever you want to do.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come over here.
Oh, face bolt.
Yeah. Laser bolt. No.
You're like Cyclops, but you have to wear a whole mask.
I feel like mine's
Cobra
probably.
Commander.
Oh, that's it. Cobra Commander is a mutant.
So hearing and seeing Rex's like nervousness about the flying contraptions, the ships.
It's not nervousness; it's caution.
Right.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's no nervousness involved. I'm gonna point my sword at it. That's how my bolt goes. It goes like through my arm and like down the tip of my sword.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, kind of like the She-Ra thing, but probably blue because blue's cool. And it says, attack instant when per missile. It doesn't say what I roll.
You roll your psionics
Psionics. I never remember what that is.
to activate it.
I don't see what that is. What is it
I want
normally?
to say you had a D6
Yeah, I think I did too.
because I think we've gone through this before.
Where I didn't remember because that's the one thing that's not written down, and I don't remember anything that's not written down. It's fine. 3.
No.
No. Okay. You know what? I will spend a Benny.
Spend your help a player.
Oh, help a player. You're right. Here's my help a player.
Thanks,
you,
somebody.
player. That's
3.
worse. And I'll spend another.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch dice out. Give me a moment. Here, I'll take this one instead.
There you go.
6.
Oh, nice.
6. And 3.
All
That
right.
was
Nice.
In the description of bolt, is there a thing that happens with a raise?
Additional bolts. The damage of the bolt is 2d6. The character may cause up to 3 bolts. It doesn't. I don't think it says about a raise.
No. Okay. I didn't know if it had an extra. So you can.
That's like if I do
shoot
more than
3.
1.
Okay. So you could choose to do with your. I think you have 10 power points.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to spend
I'm just doing 1 right now.
1 bolt, but if you wanted to spend 2 extra power points, it does 3d6 damage
Okay, I can
instead of 2d6.
do that. All right, we'll do that.
So that would cost you 3 power points to shoot that.
3d6. It doesn't seem like that big of a mathematical advantage.
I thought a raise always gave you an extra d6 for damage.
Yes, you'll get that extra d6 of damage, but sometimes
Gotcha.
with magic things, something extra happens special
Okay.
with a raise, but not with bolt, apparently.
Okay. You know, I just said 1 bolt, and I'll just like it's fine. So because I get an extra D anyway, because I with a raise.
Yeah, you'll
right?
have 3d6
Okay.
automatically. If
Okay.
you wanted to spend the 2 additional points, you'd have 4d6.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll save that just in case because I feel like I'm going to need to heal people soon. Is that a 2 or a 5?
That's a 5.
Oh, good. 6, 7, 8, 9.
9? Okay. And you're shooting at?
The one that looked like it was about to take off.
Okay. So you point at it, furious
Of the
point,
power.
and blue light radiates down your arm and then spirals down your sword and shoots out. You do hit it. It doesn't seem... It does some damage, like, to it, but it doesn't seem disabled,
Okay.
or it doesn't blow up spectacularly or anything.
Okay. I wasn't really expecting that.
Because it's still a machine.
Yeah.
It's not like you're shooting just a villager.
Wouldn't be a very good guy of me to do that.
Well, just for example,
Yeah.
villager is a lot squishier than flying robot machine.
Thank you for clarifying.
Usually.
That makes sense.
So it was 5, and then we're to 3.
So there's no 4?
No,
Okay.
We're all
just
done
checking.
except for
Just
you.
checking. Okay.
you're bringing up the end every time.
Yeah, that's fine. That'd be a tail end, Charlie. I will fire at the ship that's trying to take off.
Okay.
And the dude. At 8 aces, so 13.
Absolutely a hit.
Okay.
Because you even get a bonus because it's a bigger target than you.
Oh, excellent. Was it hit with a raise? Do I get
Yes.
another d6?
You will get your extra d6.
Excellent. Ace. Woo! 7, 10, 15, 19, and 4 is 23.
Right there,
Oh, I'm
man.
sorry,
You're
20.
right in your zone.
Yeah, plus 5 rather. So 19, 24 rather.
Okay. So you fire. You're still shooting that crazy.
I am.
Yeah.
That's
So it has the
and
crazy
it's-
armor piercing.
Yeah, AP 15.
Yeah. So you fire down and you hit like one of the wings on it, and you do a significant amount of damage to what looks like the control planes,
Okay.
to the the flaps and stuff that would steer the ship. So it doesn't look like it's super airworthy at this point. Like it's still kind of hovering off the ground, but you don't think it's going to be able to just rocket away.
Okay.
That kind of a deal. So new cards.
There's one left. There's one left. 7 of clubs. Sam got a joker, by the way. 6 of diamonds.
It's the highest card so far.
6 of spades. Queen of spades. 2 of diamonds. Ace of clubs.
All right.
Still in there. It's in there somewhere.
So,
one left.
with the Joker, you get to go first, or you can just hold your action and jump in at any time.
You get
Throughout.
some kind of bonus or something?
And you'll get +2 on everything you do.
Yep.
If
this
I
round.
hold or
No
oh,
matter what.
just either
you
way.
get +2 on everything you do this round.
Okay.
But you could choose to hold your action, even to the point where, like, I announce what one of my guys does, and you go, "Not today," and you jump in and do it instead.
But to Stu's frustration, we also put all these back, reshuffle, and start again.
Yes. Yes.
So even though we made it through most of the deck, and now he's that close to getting the other Joker, we start.
In fact, I can look now because it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. She would have gotten it. And
She would have gotten the next
second
round.
one.
2 rounds in a row of the Joker.
That's awesome.
Oh, damn.
I will hold my action for dramatic effect because that sounds fun.
Sure. So at any point before we finish up with everyone, you
Got
can
it.
just say, "I'm going to do my thing," or whatever. So then I believe the ace is next.
Can I make it to the exit where they are?
You can't get outside, but you can totally get into the Bass Pro Shop
What
because
if
it's
I
all
run?
glass wall on the
What if I
inside.
run?
Even running, you're not
Oh,
going to
really?
be able to make
Okay.
it through.
All right.
It's a pretty big store to run through.
Do I see anything? No, they're too close together.
Well, they're up on the roof
Yeah.
above.
Oh,
you.
they are.
Yeah,
okay.
there's some
Do I
distance.
see anything
So
worth shooting at?
you could probably shoot out, like you could run into the Bass Pro Shop. Once you're in there, you see there's this big lake on the floor you're at,
Right.
and then on the upper it's 2 floors, but one floor it's like a big atrium,
Right.
so it's open air. So there's something up on the upper floor that's on fire, like burning up there. But directly ahead of you, you do see 3 small aircraft and a couple of robots.
Can I see the one that's starting to take off or no?
You see it, it's there, and it's kind of still hovering, and there's smoke coming off of one wing now.
Can I move and anchor and shoot? No.
I don't think so.
I don't think I
I
can.
think
You have
we
to
tried that
anchor.
before, yeah.
All right, I'll anchor.
The chat room saying that everybody gets a Benny because of the Joker's wild setting rule.
Oh.
Thanks, Internet.
Hey!
Vampire 54.
Yay!
Thanks for catching me. Now, instead of making me wait till the next time when I have to say how I screwed that up. All right. So you're all anchored. Great. That's ace, king. Queen is me. The ship that's hovering, it looks like it's starting to try and take off, but it's not really able to get altitude.
It's a little janky.
So it's kind of moving away across the parking lot.
Okay.
Not super fast. So it's, if an aircraft could limp, it is. So that was Queen. I didn't see what everybody else
6.
I'm a 7.
Probably not 6.
got. So 7 is next.
Oh, okay.
So down at the base are 2 looking disabled aircraft and 2 regular humanoid robots and 1 spider robot.
Lambert, do you have that aircraft that's leaving?
Yes, I do.
All right. I'm going to
Yes.
drop the big railgun
Okay.
or stow it
Okay.
and pull out my laser rifle and shoot at the one of the mook robots.
Okay. Do you have the quick draw thing?
I do not.
Okay.
So I'm at a
you're
minus
-2
2.
to-
Okay.
If you just drop the other one, that's not going to count against you, but pulling out your other rifle is an
Sure.
action.
Okay.
And then shoot with the
Fair
other.
enough.
If you want to carefully put that other weapon away, like in your pack, then you're -4.
Okay. I will just drop it for now and grab it if we have to run. Four is a hit.
And I'm sorry, which one are you shooting at?
Just this mook robot number 1.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Eight, 12, 15, 16.
That's a lot. Wait, I was looking at the wrong guy.
Them your cards.
You have any armor, Christian?
It is AP4.
Okay. It's shaken. It doesn't take a wound.
Okay.
So it doesn't die immediately. Yeah, like you aim. It's a laser rifle, right?
Yeah.
So you shoot it and you hit it. I'll say you hit it in the face, so it's dazed in a.
So now it has one eye that's out like a Terminator style.
Yeah, but it's like
But
dangling.
the other one, yeah.
But it doesn't limit its actual abilities. It's just like, ah, my eye. All right. So that was 7.
Yep.
6 is me.
And me.
Ah,
I have diamonds.
I have a spade, so I still get to go first.
But first,
Ah,
Tiffany's gonna breathe
Yay.
some fire
Nice.
down the side of the building
all
at the
right.
robots below us.
Okay, they're not close enough for you to get in the cone like you did before, but you
Okay.
can do your spit
Cool.
fire.
I will spit at them then.
Which one are you going to spit?
I'm gonna spit at the horrible spider robot with laser tips. That needs to go away immediately.
I'm specifically offended by that one.
Okay, now I'm back to shooting.
Yes.
Four.
No 4 is a hit.
Success. It's not awesome, but I'll do it. Okay. And strength plus 3d6. I roll my. Wait, I always forget how to do this. So my strength is.
No, you don't roll your
I
strength
don't
because you're
roll
not
it.
hitting
I just
it.
add it.
On your little cheat sheet should be what you can spit fire at.
Oh wait, no, I'm looking at claws.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, you're right. So fire breath is just 4d6.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's heavy
Well,
dice.
that
Those are
makes
heavy. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 16.
All right. So you spit a gob of fire at it, and it kind of hits, and then, like the napalm effect of it kind of flows over its shoulder. It doesn't look particularly upset.
Damn it. This one's less flammable than the other ones.
It is a little tougher.
Okay.
So that
Oh wait,
was
I forgot. Should have gotten a +2
for damage.
because the Joker thing.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
So does 18 change?
No.
Okay.
Maxwell Smart.
Missed it by that much.
Cool. That was the Joker action then. The robot that was about to start moving that now has a burning shoulder takes offense at having a globule of
Damn it.
fire spit upon it. And it's going to hit with a raise.
Oof.
And roll all ones.
Almost.
Close.
So
A 1, a 2,
7.
and a 4.
And I get one more d6. Oh no!
Oh.
I get 2 more d6 because I got a raise.
I thought it was just one more d6 on a raise.
Well,
Or does he
it's
do-
4d6 damage. I have 3d6 dice.
Ah.
So I rolled my 3, 1 more for its damage, and then 1 more for the raise.
Okay.
But that's still pathetic and lower than your. Yeah.
That's
So you get hit with
below
these
average.
2 bolts of lightning, sort of hit you in the head or the horn. Like one hits your horn, and one sort of hits your head here, and they kind of itch a little.
rude.
Like it. Yeah, it's like that tingly sort of irritant, but nothing.
You might want to have a brush when you change back. They play havoc with your hair.
Oh, change back.
I don't even know how that would work.
Your scales all go. So that was it's 6. You're 6.
All right. So I'm going to cast Barrier
Okay.
to try and trap this one.
in his airplane.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, like to trap the airplane on the ground. So I'm thinking like there's like it doesn't specify like it says like one wall, but it doesn't say like it has to be like one rectangular wall. So can it be like a little dome?
I don't think you could totally enclose it because it's a pretty like it's not like man-sized.
Mm-hmm.
But you could block it from gaining altitude for sure.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll make a wall like right, like so it can't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Is your wall visible or invisible?
Mine is visible. It says I
Okay.
get to pick what it looks like. So, continuing the theme of cool nightly magic that like glows blue. It's like that, and it sort of like shimmers like with a little like not glitter, but sort of like glitter.
Scintillating?
Sparkles.
Yeah, just little sparkles, just like more like glints of lights like bouncing off
So-
of it.
So it's like those ice hotels. Have you ever seen a picture of those where like they carve out of a glacier, they carve a hotel for the season?
Kind of, but like magic. Like if that was
Yeah.
made of light, it's kind of like
yeah.
the
But like
Aurora Borealis. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
awesome,
Yeah.
but blue. Not
Does
green.
it have
bluish
Does it have crenellations or anything?
yeah, sure. That sounds cool.
Well, if you said if it was a nightly, if you had sort of a night thing going on.
Yeah, but I like that. There's like yeah.
All right. So sparkly blue.
4.
A 4 is enough to activate your power.
Excellent. I do the thing. It has a toughness of 10, by the way.
Okay.
So, I do the thing.
So sure. You even kind of angle it down so it like for him to move forward, he's going to have to stop and turn this limping aircraft and kind of move.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And like the next turn, it says that I can create another one, and as long as it's touching the first
they
one,
continue to.
it continue. Yeah.
But I think you have to concentrate to keep it up, right?
Yeah. I'm standing here holding Vaughn and concentrating.
So when you have a concentration thing going, you can't start another concentration thing.
But I can still add to that. Same
Yeah,
yeah.
but
No, I
like
can't
if
do
you tried to
something
do a
else.
different power,
Right.
you couldn't do that
Yeah.
and keep that one going.
Yeah, I knew that one. Yeah.
Cool. That was that 6. What's left on the table?
We're all done.
Nothing.
That's
Oh, we're all done. Oh,
Yep.
only my 2 crappy bots.
I'm the last. Oh no, I'm almost last again.
Here they go. A 1 and a 2.
Hey!
Cards.
Oh yeah,
We had a yoker.
my half a deck over here.
One of them can't hit because he has no binocular vision right now.
Yeah.
And the,
Oh, I forgot.
and
he
the other,
needed to unshake.
the other one is super concerned about that.
We'll just say he didn't unshake. Since I screwed up.
Calibrating,
totally forgot.
calibrating new visual field, new visual range.
Yeah, he lost depth of field. He's like
Cut, please.
the shot went wide by exactly, like if you think about it, exactly the amount that one eye would make the difference in seeing where things are.
King of diamonds. Oh, look at that.
Oh, of course.
He, this is a good
What the
shuffle.
hell is going on?
Spades. 9 of diamonds.
I don't even know what I'm gonna
Are
do.
you kidding me?
I got King of Hearts.
Okay, great. You
Don't
know
we
who
all
Then I
do
got a
pennies
6
again?
of Hearts.
Yes.
Is wild?
Woo!
Woo! Bennies for
Start spending more
everyone.
bennies
Thank you.
because I'm running low.
All right.
Nobody gets one for doing something cool if I don't have any.
I'm gonna hold off for a minute because I don't know what I want to do here. So I will let things start to proceed and
Alright.
see where I'm needed.
Aces, kings.
I have a king.
There's 3 kings on the board. What do we have?
I have diamonds.
Spades for
So-
Kimmy.
Yep.
Kimmy's first.
All right. I'm gonna hold back. Oh no, I'm gonna cast another one of the barriers.
Okay.
So that I'll go from what we've seen of these crafts at all.
they have
Does
to
it look
connect.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do it right behind him.
Yeah, I can't do
Just
it.
do like an
That's the
18-point
plan.
turn to get out.
So it's like at an angle, but I could, since it's at an angle, I could make like a little house shape, or I could do like the
Put it on the
side.
side so he can't get farther away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be. Yeah, I guess that was gonna be my question. Does it look like can these things like hover straight sideways? Or
You haven't seen one do that.
okay,
But
that doesn't mean they can't. Okay, I guess that was my question. All right.
as far
Yeah.
as you know, they operate kind of like a helicopter.
Okay.
They can take off vertically and they fly.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it behind him then, so it's gonna touch like this on top of it, since this first one's at an angle.
Sure.
So it's gonna be like a little house shape over him, so he can't back up to get out of there.
Okay. Let's see if it happens.
No, here.
Excellent.
Oh
What does that say?
That's a one.
Oh God!
Spend that shit again.
Get some blue dice.
Now, quick question: since she's already re-rolled, she can't use extra effort here, right?
Oh God, I always forget to do that shit.
I
The
forgot.
chat
too. I
room
would've
even
said
told me a
first.
few minutes ago. They're like, use extra effort.
Right, especially if you hit a 3,
Or-
you can't possibly.
Hooray.
That's success.
So you have now created
Shiny sparkly
shiny,
house.
sparkly teepee thing over this guy.
Okay.
Great. So then you have diamonds, you said?
Yes.
So my guy with hearts gets to go. So Incompabots, go!
They rolled a 1. No, it said 7.
7?
Oh, okay.
Is that for being shaken? Do it again.
No, that'll be the one that wasn't shaking.
All right.
So they have the same die roll, but shaken guy is still shaking. My eye,
Tilt,
asshole.
tilt.
Why? But the other one gets a shot.
All right.
It's gonna hit you. I'm excited. Melty pieces of crap.
Oh crap. 6 and a 5.
All right.
15
Oy.
damage.
Okay. So again, my toughness with armor and everything is 12.
Okay.
So
you'd be
it would
shaken.
be. I'd be shaken.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take shaken. That's fine.
Okay. You can see, like, after he shoots you, he's like, ah! That's for my friend's eye! The robots are actually a little more expressive than you thought they should be for robots. All right. So you're up next.
How close are the robots to each other?
They were sort of standing by the two outside planes, so it's probably, I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet between the two of them.
Oh, okay. And where's the spider bot?
He's sort of kind of in the middle.
In the middle. Got it.
He's actually still perched on that center aircraft.
Oh, okay.
No, so he's probably a little farther back here.
A little, but not a lot.
Is he attached to it?
Well, like, his spider legs are on it. Like, he...
Like
It
came
looks
up
like-
out of it?
The way it looked like he was sort of wrapped around the front, and then he sort of
okay.
detached his legs and then turned around and walked back along the body of the aircraft.
How big is it compared to me? I promise there's a reason I'm asking all these dumb questions.
I think it's like a human-sized torso, right? Or maybe a little bigger, but
It's a little bigger than an average human. Like, its total height would be 20 feet if its legs were extended fully straight. Like, if it was like
Okay.
doing like a ballerina spider thing.
Yeah,
So it's
More nightmare
somewhat less.
but slightly bigger than a human size
Yes.
for the main body part.
So you wouldn't get a bonus to hit it, but it doesn't get a bonus to hit you either.
Cool. Okay,
it's also small enough you could just jump and stomp on it.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna fly over there and land on it real hard. That's what I want to do.
All right, like dragon belly flop. You're like, oh!
No, just like feet first, like crush.
Okay.
Like a dragon superhero landing.
Like down the top of a can, just.
All right.
I was actually going to ask if you could do that on all the flying machines before. I was like, yeah.
You had it. You handled those. Though.
Go for it.
What do I roll?
I guess that'll like make a claw
Fighting?
attack.
Okay.
Make an melee attack.
Yeah, make a
Yeah.
melee
Okay.
attack.
So I
and
use
then
fighting for my claw. Okay.
and then I'll give you like a extra d6 damage to your claw attack
Okay.
from like the impact.
Yeah.
Kind of.
4. That'll do it.
He gets a parry because it's a
Oh,
melee
right.
attack. And you think he's probably designed in some way for combat, since
Yeah. Let's try and get that a little better. Actually, you go over there.
use the weighty death dice. Yeah, look at that hop, skip, and a jump.
Nice.
6.
6. It's a little better, but not enough better.
Damn it.
Stu's like, I know what's happening.
One more time.
Chat room's saying extra effort.
But
Oh,
I
you do
already
it and
used a
reroll.
Benny,
Okay.
so to reroll, so I can't, right? We just talked
Yes.
about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just gonna do it this way.
You'll tell me later.
Ooh, that's nice.
Nice.
You can do it.
Ooh, almost.
11.
Nice.
11 will work.
Yay! Okay.
So an extra d6 on your claw damage
Cool. So strength plus 4d6.
from your flying death
And
smash.
same question as before when I was doing it wrong. For my strength is a d12 plus 4. So I roll the d12
12.
and
yes,
then add 4.
And add 4.
Okay.
Good lord, this is going to be bad.
Plus what, 46?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Come on, Dice Cup, you can do it.
Oh!
Well, that's not nearly as bad as it could have been because I rolled like crap. 7 plus 10 is 17 plus 4 is 21. Oh.
For those listening at home, Dave showed that he's spending a Benny.
Oh. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. He doesn't appear wounded.
But I'm standing on him?
Yes.
Okay.
So you managed to, like, you hit with the claw. It would have done some damage to him, but he kind of, like, you feel the spider legs kind of strain, and the aircraft that you're on, like, bounces on its landing gear a little bit. But then he kind of pushes back up.
Ooh.
So, like, it's almost like the spider legs work like a big shock absorber. So
Yeah.
instead of doing as much damage, he managed to
Okay.
kind of absorb that impact a little bit. So he's not wounded, thankfully. Because I have to come up with something that makes you guys fight hard sometimes. And he's about to get blasted in the face anyway. So that was your king.
Yes.
Queen. Jack. You got a 6?
6.
Oh, so my 9s get to go.
So is that going to be one of these? Is this guy?
It is not
About
that
to be
guy.
nine?
That guy has a
Okay.
2.
Oh,
he's
he's on a
excitingly
2.
speedy this
Oh.
time.
Okay.
Because he's in the teepee of suffering. But the 9 is the Skelebot,
Okay.
which will now make an attack roll.
The spidery one?
Yes.
Because you're in combo bots already?
Yes.
It was his word. I'm not making fun of his NPCs.
They're pretty confident.
They were pretty sad. They've been firing every round and we got 1 hit for shaken, not for a wound. That's all they can do.
You should roll better.
No, the first one hit me. First one hit me for a wound. I just soaked it.
No, that was the the spider bot.
That was the
Oh,
spider
it was
bot,
the
yeah.
spider bot. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What's your parry again?
5.
Okay. So it's a hit. Plus strength. That's scary. I don't know why that scared me. It was just a dog running, but I was like, it's coming to get me. 6, 18, and I get to roll this one again.
Oh.
28.
That is exactly my toughness.
Yeah! So it hauls off with its one arm and just punches you sort of in the throat,
Rude.
and it's a shaken effect.
Okay.
He rang your bell a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're not wounded, but next round you have to unshake before you can do stuff.
Okay.
Because it hurts to get punched in the throat. Like a lot. Yay! Robots can do things.
Was that the spider one, or
That
was
was
it?
the
That was
spider.
Oh
the
wow,
spider
yeah.
one. He's the only non-useless one.
Doesn't say that.
So far.
They're all great and terrifying.
Just wait.
Oh, there's like 8 of those big things in
I
there that
know,
I
I'm waiting.
didn't destroy yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not turned on. You know.
I feel like there's
that we know of.
there's also something in the water down there, and it makes me nervous.
Why'd you remind him?
I'll tell you what's in the water. It's like a mainframe.
Oh.
They're using the pool to
As
keep
a
it cool.
cooling.
cool.
that makes sense.
Oh. I was waiting for like a giant robot to come out of the
So
water.
was
Robot
I.
Cthulhu.
That's yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Robo
it's
Cthulhu
awesome,
to be
a
like-
giant mainframe shaped robot.
Yeah. there we
Now
go.
it's going to transform.
No.
The robots are Dagon worshippers. No.
All right. I'm sorry. I lost the thread of where we were.
The Skellabot.
That was the
punched me
Skellabot at
in the
9,
face.
so 6 is next.
All right, boom.
So who are you shooting? What you shooting? Oh, the
Yeah, the guy
escaping
that's
plane?
boxed in with the
Yeah.
All right.
in the teepee.
Because the sides are open.
Yeah, you can plan a shot over there. So make your shooting.
Like he could put
Even
one
if
more
he
in here and
has
like
the teeth
trap the
on.
whole explosion inside the.
Well, the toughness of her barriers is not enough to keep up with his death blast. Yay!
I'll take a 12.
My barrier's not.
It's going to be better than that, too.
I'll take a 22.
That's a hit with a raise,
Ooh.
for sure. You get an extra d6 on your damage. So bust out your d12s. Jeebus.
I don't like it.
Oi.
Yeah!
Little subpar.
That was below
That was
average.
pretty sad.
Oh,
the
yeah.
damage.
I'm not sure. 15, 21, 22, 23, 20. Is it plus 4? Yeah, 27.
You can do better.
But we have the numbers in case.
Just in case you do worse.
In case you do worse.
12.
That aced. Both those aced.
You get to reroll.
Yeah,
12
I
and
will.
the 6.
So that's 18, 19, 20, 28, 30, 31, 36.
And 4.
Plus 4. 40.
40. That's significantly
There we
better.
go.
Yeah. So the blast fires out, shatters the front glass of this Bass Pro Shop, like just explodes outward, shower of glass out from underneath you guys. You are up high enough that you're not deafened. However, the building goes ka-whomp and echoes because firing a gun in a small space seems to be much louder than it is outside. I'd even say that like all of the glass on the stairway and like the upper railing, all of that shatters, rains down around you.
So cinematically, camera pulls back all of the glass.
Just everywhere.
Well, no, it's like the actual shot started inside the barrel of the gun.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Bullet camera.
and then it zoomed out as the bullet's coming out of the thing, and it's like this long backwards pull.
Nice.
Sam
And-
Raimi directed this scene.
Yeah, and then just you see this pressure wave go out, blast out all that glass. The glass shatters as the blast expands, flies out, hits this aircraft, just completely shreds the bottom half. Like it's obviously wrecked. It sputters and crashes into the ground. It's not going anywhere. No way, no how. You don't know about the occupant
Okay.
without going out there to check.
All right. Do we need Big Head?
No, we don't know who he is. We just know he showed up and it looked like he was interested in Vaughn.
Okay.
I just yelled at him,
Okay.
And he ran away.
and he ran away.
He looked confused and ran off.
I don't know what this is, but I don't want any part of it. You seem to say.
Not today.
No, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to roll to unshake.
Okay. And you're at +2.
Yeah. So 6, but that's not enough for a raise, so I unshake, but I can't.
Does it plus
Do an
one?
action?
Does that help? Does my command thing help with that?
Yes, but that still puts him at a 7, not an 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Yes.
Help a player.
Because this is one that I can't extra effort on, right?
Right. I don't think you can.
5, 7, 8. So that is enough for me to go.
Yes.
And then I will go ahead and shoot robot number 7 over here.
Captain Eyeball.
Yeah, the one that's shaking.
Still shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that aced. 7 should be enough for a
That
hit.
is a hit.
And 12, 15, or 14, no, 15, 15, 18, 19.
Yeah, you did.
Cool.
But you shoot him center mass, so his poor eyeballs
Yeah,
for
it's
eternity.
the last thing he sees.
Oh, he saw the impact.
So sad.
What was I watching where some guy said, "I'm going to pull out your eyeball and show it to you"? I can't remember what movie
Oh, that
was.
sounds familiar.
That's a cool threat. I like that.
Yeah.
I do know.
Might have been a samurai movie.
That seems like a set. Yeah, that's.
Right.
All right.
No, I like it.
If you could only see what I've seen with your eyes.
So that was the Joker jump in. Everybody else is gone, right?
Yes.
So now, number 2
Oh, yeah.
doesn't fly away because his aircraft is destroyed. Nothing much happens. New card. No,
Joker.
shuffle.
Joker.
Oh yeah.
Shuffle it just a little bit. Oh crap! I didn't realize what time we were all to already too. Sorry.
Oh.
I feel like we're close.
Yeah.
Do any of us care about this guy? I mean, we've got Vaughn. I think it's
Jack
time to book it before we get response from the giant cyber women.
I think we should finish killing
9.
those people first, so they don't tell
Tight
the
group.
cyber
Oh, there's
women
3.
that we took Vaughn.
And I got a 3.
I know I'm not first.
Joker?
Jack might
Jack?
be
Sorry.
Jack is absolutely first.
Yay. Okay. I'm standing on a spider bot, and I'm gonna rip his head off his body.
Okay. You gonna try and bite it off, or you gonna like claw, or?
Yeah, I would like to claw it.
Oh, okay, like scoop and lift.
Scoop
okay,
and
yeah.
lift. Yeah,
all
because
right.
I got my feet on his shoulders, presumably, so I can like hold that down and then use the leverage to
Sure. All
just
right.
rip it off his body.
Dislodge the
Yeah,
head.
that's the plan. So claw attack.
Yeah, I'll say you're like to do a grab on and rip off the head.
Yeah.
You'll get extra damage, but I'll put you a -2 to latch on and pull it off
Okay.
for the attack roll.
Let's give it a try. 6.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
18.
24. 24.
Oh, so close.
21.
Yeah, you do that. It's happening.
Do I need to roll the...
Roll the damage.
Roll the damage?
Because
Okay.
your damage could totally suck, and then you
Okay.
don't get the head off.
That's fair.
Then it's like the creepy zombie.
Okay, so is that a raise? Do I get an extra D6?
You will get an extra d6 and an additional extra d6 from
Okay.
the specific way you're
Oh,
attempting
yes.
to
Okay. So that's
wound him.
5d6 plus strength plus 4.
Good Lord. Hold on tight. The heavy impact of doom.
Oh,
Okay. So that one re-rolls. So that's 6, 8, 10, 5. That's 21 plus 6, 27. 33.
oh, that's a
Yeah.
62.
6.
That's a magic
That's
dice.
39.
43.
43
Yeah.
plus 4. 47.
47 damage to
I did more
his
damage
neck.
pulling his head off than I do with my boom. That's fantastic.
He made me mad. He punched me.
He did it. Oh!
Oh, she didn't roll for that.
Should have unshaken
Oh,
first.
I should have.
So this is all going to happen. See if you unshake first.
And don't forget your +1.
Okay.
You're +1 to do it.
Plus
It's a
one.
it's a spirit
What do I roll?
roll.
My spirit? Okay. D8. And then
I
Oh, is
believe in
it
you.
spirit, not vigor?
To unshake, to soak
Okay.
a wound is big.
Okay. Oops. I made a mistake.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, good.
9 plus 1 is 10.
There you go.
Yes.
It all
Great.
happens.
Yay!
Just like that.
Good, because that's literally the best roll I ever got.
That would have been
Really sad.
super awesome if you're like, sweet, this is amazing, yeah!
Oh, but it never.
Oh.
But how many times did that dice roll a 6?
It was a lot.
A lot.
That, well, and you just did it again in your shake
Yeah,
roll.
Yeah.
that was a lot.
Well, that
Good
was the same
job.
guy, wasn't
That's
it?
a
Yeah,
good die.
Wild
that's the
die.
best die.
Yeah.
I may need to pick up one of those
job.
Rift's Wild Dice.
Yeah, it's the
borrow
one
that
that
for
they sent
Warhammer.
us, right?
Yeah, this is the one they sent us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Riff.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally
This
cool.
one. That's
Thank
the guy.
you.
All
That's why
right.
I'm not rolling well. 'cause
So
it knows
you
these are my deadlands.
manage to reach
Wild
down and
dice.
latch on, and you just pull its head off. Sparks fly, like the thing like slowly starts to sink down. Like if you unplug like a hydraulic that's being held up, and it
Oh,
so the legs slowly sink down.
slowly collapses like a flan in a cupboard.
Yeah. It is completely done.
Hooray!
That just leaves the Incompa bot, singular.
Yes.
The only ones left. Eyeball Man is destroyed. Well, I'll just fold that card down because he's not going to be taking an action. Okay. So that was Jack. 10, 9.
Woohoo, I have a 9.
What you got?
9 of hearts goes first.
Yeah. Your 9, my 9, his 9.
Alright, I feel like the battle is in hand at this point. Has Vaughn done anything or moved at all?
No, he's pretty out of it.
Okay, I'm going to cast heal on him then. And
And I'm going to let her do it. For those of you at home, don't write to me and tell me how it's not within 1 hour of him taking damage. It's fine.
it might be. We don't know 100%.
You're right. You don't, but
And that pulling his IV out of his arm?
yeah,
That
you're
was
gonna heal
damage.
that hole
That's
like
Yeah.
nothing. That's gonna be
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. 5.
It
Okay.
activates.
You kind of pause. Like, I was like, oh, this
No,
will
no.
be
I was waiting for you to tell me what.
Okay.
Because I don't remember exactly.
It says land hands, or however you want to say it. No, it doesn't really say anything much about it. It should say an
I
amount.
think it
but,
heals a wound.
repairs recent bodily damage. For wild cards or for extras, it says. It doesn't say like a specific amount.
I think it's for each, like you succeeded, so you
Mhm.
heal a wound. If you
Okay.
got a raise, you heal 2.
2,
I
okay.
believe.
All right. I'm not healing his poke in his arm. That's not the one I'm healing. Okay. I'm just specifying.
You're adding some to his healing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
I'm-
breathing and had a heartbeat and
Yeah.
everything.
I'm
when you
just
picked
really
him up
worried
at
about his
school.
head specifically.
So, like, you actually, like, kind of reach up
Mhm.
with one hand and put it on the back of his head where the wound is, and you do some healing to it.
Okay.
He's not waking up right this second, but you feel like you did some good.
Yeah, and if we have to move quickly, his stitches
It's
aren't
less
going to come
likely to
undone,
pop
and then
fly- yeah.
his brain won't fall off. That was my number one concern, actually.
Don't jiggle him! Don't jiggle him!
Don't pop the stitches. It's his brain.
Cool. So then it's my 9. Something happens. Now it's your 9.
I hate that. I guess I will shoot the other Incompabot.
That's their name now.
5 good enough to hit.
Sure. Let's put him out of his misery.
Not with that roll. That's 11. Glances off the shiny metal chassis.
No, it's flying right for his eye. And he's like, I saw what happened!
I learned that trick, human.
Yeah.
Program upgraded.
Yes.
And he had dodges.
It's like the slowest learning board.
Incompabot 4.0.
All right. So that was 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yes!
You've got a 3 better than mine, so go.
I want to shoot the pile of rubble again.
Oh, the wrecked aircraft. That you, okay. Fire away.
4 will hit, right?
You don't get the extra d6.
That's fine.
All right.
12, a 10, a 6, and a what?
10.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
20, 32, 38, 42.
When you get to re-roll the 12.
Oh, I need to reroll the 12. So 42. Oh, maybe I'm going to... Oh, 42. 47. What did you get?
47.
I got 47.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's okay.
You just wanted to make sure you weren't outdone for damage. You're okay with the tie. Just
Is this it's now Gimli and Legolas.
robot
What did you
heads,
get?
aircraft explode.
47. I'm at 47 also.
So you just pepper the aircraft again with
Okay.
with damage. It like a wing falls off now. Like it is perforated and badly damaged. The engine appears to be flaming and things are leaking. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wrecked.
And no motion from Big Head.
No, you haven't seen any.
Okay.
All right. So that was
3.
your 3. My 3.
What's that?
That's an 8.
All right.
Ah.
So 13 to hit. Sounds like a hit with a raise to me. Woo, Nelly.
Why is she
He did
shooting me?
upgrade.
I didn't do anything. I didn't rip the head off his
What's
buddy.
Oh, damn.
12?
Just shoot at it.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
rolled
yikes.
2 sixes.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'm warming up my dice and my bennies.
The upgraded program, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They come with the eyes already hanging out.
Yeah.
So 17 damage.
Okay. 17 damage. That's
Significant.
Yeah, that's a wound. Oh no, that's a. It's 4 over my toughness, right?
So that's
so
a wound.
it's okay.
Because if it just
but
passes toughness, that's 15. If it's toughness with a raise, which is 4 more,
okay,
it's 1 wound.
that's 1 wound, and then it's 1 more than that, so it's actually 2 wounds. My toughness is 12. So 4 above that would be 16.
Yeah,
Oh no,
but it's
1
not-
wound.
it would-
1
it-
wound.
yeah.
1 wound. 1
It would
wound.
have to
Okay.
be 8 above to be.
Okay. All right, and it is vigor to soak a wound.
Yes. Vigor to soak a wound, spirit to just unshake.
There you go. You're getting your bennies back.
Yay! This is going to be the one guy that fights you all off.
A TPK from a
Oh, no.
Shitty robot.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
So yeah, you soak that wound.
Okay.
You're okay. But he's got your number. Yeah, he shoots you, and he knows he hits you, but you're like, oh, and then he's like,
Not today, Cobblepot.
all right, and that was the end of the round.
Yay!
How many you need now?
Actually, it should be 2. It should be 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, this is me? Fine.
Go ahead.
I'll put his robot out of his misery.
You gonna shoot that robot? the final encounter bot.
Are you going to adjudicate that Tiffany's far enough away?
Oh! Yeah,
Well, no, this was
These
the
aren't
one on this
sexes.
side, because the one on the other side, closer to Tiffany,
They're still like, yeah.
because
But
it's a medium template
yeah.
for the target.
It's a medium template where I shoot from.
And it's a large.
Oh, no,
It's a
it's
small.
small. It's small.
Small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
because
get
the
murdered.
spider bot was in the middle, and those two were like
Okay.
25
On the
feet
side,
apart.
on the side,
Yeah.
I'm glad we thought about that though, because it's important. Oh, nice.
I'll take that one.
I don't want to go out like mother.
8.
That's a hit with a raise.
That'd be sort of.
I don't. That's the way. That's just.
There's a certain symmetry.
Yeah.
There's a
That's what I was a little
You would
concerned about.
definitely get a real sassy dragon haunting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow Legion, Season 2, The Big Bad.
Yeah. Oh man.
Lambert Delacroix.
Ghost dragon.
We all thought that he was on our side, but he betrayed us all.
Very slowly.
So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 25, 29,
33.
is done. It would be done twice with that number. Well, almost. One shy of twice. All right. So that incomparable bot is destroyed.
Hooray!
There are no longer any active targets in front of you.
All right. We should probably skedaddle.
There are 8 more of those big, giant, unkillable things in there. They're not on right now, but if someone turns them on, it's going to be a big mess.
Do you want to go blow them up?
Okay.
I'll just run in. Take them all out.
Yeah, you could totally do that. They don't seem to have come
While
on.
he's doing that, I want to go like claw through the wreckage of that spaceship to make sure that that nerd guy is.
Yeah, I wanted to come over
Dead.
and see if he's dead.
See if he's in there.
Sure, you can get over there. Are you working together to get over there, or is it a race?
I think we'll work together, I think. There's no...
Tiffany's like,
Apparently it's a race. Apparently it's a race.
It's okay.
I didn't know it was a race.
You shimmy down the building, you start hustling over there, and she swoops over, tears apart the already shredded aircraft.
Right. I grabbed the... Before I come down the building, I grabbed the other...
Gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You totally said that. I'm not.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it's...
But you get over there, you tear it open, and he is there, and he doesn't look like he's been shredded to a bloody pulp.
Okay.
It seems like the aircraft absorbed most of the damage that would have hit him, and he was wearing armor. So,
Yeah.
but he's sitting there, and like his eyes are rolled up in his head, and he doesn't seem responsive. Like he's sitting in the chair, and he's kind of slumped over. His eyes are open but rolled back.
Okay.
Mouth is kind of agape.
But not. It doesn't look like he's talking or like. Okay. Should we just? Make
I don't know
stabby
who
mouth?
you are or if you can hear me, but if you ever come after me, my friends, or Castle Refuge again, this is the least of what I will do to you. Don't make me be a bad dog.
right?
It's not gonna do any good because it's the end of the game.
Yeah, I know.
Still.
But
yeah.
still, I've been wanting to get that line out.
Ceremonial.
He doesn't seem to respond in any way.
I don't think he can hear you. Should
I mean, are you gonna like lift him out, or are you just gonna leave him there? What?
Can I set him on fire?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I think,
asking over the comms and everybody's
I don't know, man.
fine with me. And as she sets him on fire, I'm just going to walk off and put my sunglasses on.
Walking away in slow motion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's the walking away in slow motion, putting on the sunglasses, and then a dragon rears up behind you
Yeah.
and belches fire onto this poor guy.
Actually, since I wear glasses, I just hit the little button that polarizes them.
What was that? Was something wrong with the ship?
Nope, we're just checking to make sure we're not going to have any more problems from this guy.
The ship is on fire.
What guy? Is there a guy on the ship?
The one with the helmet who was leading the robots, who wanted Vaughn.
Big head.
And he's already dead when you set the thing on fire, right?
Yep.
All right. All right.
Nobody
Let's
actually
get
checked.
Vaughn out of here.
Nobody touched him. Everybody just looked at him and was like, "Hey, you son of a bitch!"
You took.
Well, I'm telling you.
my
So
aunt
so
that
what,
set
what,
you
what
on
I'm telling
fire.
you, out of character, what I'm assuming is that this guy is technologically advanced and has enough resources that this is probably a clone, or he has a clone backup, or something that's going on like that. Which is why I talked to what I'm assuming was the corpse, and then I'm happy to let Tiffany take care of the rest of it.
Sure.
And I'm just choosing to believe that he was already dead. They checked. Of course they checked. They're not just
Sure.
going to burn up a guy who's unconscious and, helpless.
No vital signs.
You haven't seen them do that before.
Yeah, that's right.
Not them.
Very good.
He didn't
So-
respond when I checked on him.
So you'll have time to blow up those other robots. Okay. That's fine. By the time you get that done, you all kind of rendezvous outside the building. The fire in the Bass Pro Shop is spread, so that area of the mall is fairly well engulfed in fire.
In this time, which, I mean, it sounds like this has been like 20 minutes, half an hour, or whatever, has Vaughn responded yet?
No, he's still out.
Okay.
It's probably safe to assume that he was probably pumped full of sedation
Okay.
of some kind.
Maybe they removed his brain. We don't know.
Well,
I'm not actually thinking that.
if it was removed, he probably wouldn't be breathing anymore. But
You could leave the lizard brain. Just take
Sure.
the big part.
Replace it with an abnormal one.
maybe that's the whole plan. He's gonna wake up. "Ugh."
You teach him put it on his head.
He's young though, so it has to be like the taco version. But yeah, so you guys are able to finish up the building unless there's something else you wanted to do inside or anything here.
Nope.
You can all start making your way back to your hidden vehicles. You do, as you're making your way away, you do see in the sky several more of those aircraft
Okay.
that seem like they're coming down this direction to check out the situation. But it takes a little while. Like, you guys are significant ways away before that happens.
I want to try and conceal our trail as much as possible. Like, put us under cover, make sure that we're not, leading tracks directly to us. Because if they have air superiority, I don't want to deal with that.
Sure.
Since we have Tiffany, but if they have a ton of those things coming after us, that's going to be a problem.
Excuse me. But yeah, you are able to fairly well conceal as best you can. He's always going to sort of leave some level of impact to
Sure.
the ground, and without a significant amount of time to kind of sweep and re-excavate his footprints.
Right.
It's not possible to totally conceal them. But yeah, you guys make it back to the vehicles, okay?
I'm going to get you some elephant foot pads for the bottom of those. They leave different tracks.
Like,
The big snowshoes.
yeah.
detach him at the knees and turn him the other way, so it looks like he's walking the other direction. I don't know why, but this giant robot keeps walking into danger. Oh, this is the weirdest tracks I've ever seen. After you guys start making your way back out of the city, you can see there are a lot more active of the Amazonian rider robot women, and they seem to be more active in the urban areas. You got a pretty good lay of the land on your way up here because you didn't rush through. You kind of took your time and kept scouting for stuff. So you're able to kind of keep between buildings and into the trees and most of the stuff on the way back down the coast. But it's probably a whole day or so before there's sort of any stirrings of Vaughn waking up. And when he does awaken, he seems okay.
Okay.
He's still groggy, obviously, but he doesn't seem like he's been lobotomized or horribly destroyed inside the brain.
Like this.
Everything is
He's not.
fine.
He does talk about how he's got a terrible headache, but he is able to relay that when he was taken, he was dropped off there, and several crazy robot arms did some experiments on him, and they put him into that thing and with some kind of scanning, and he started getting a headache then, and then they continued to do some more stuff, and then eventually he was sort of knocked out, and that's the last he remembered. The patrols of those robots keep expanding and following you farther than you thought they would normally go, but they don't seem to get a good handle on you guys. And eventually you get back down as far as the south of the border place. And the smell of beef jerky wafts over the over all of
Slim
you.
Jims.
Yes, seasoned smoked meat. And you guys get back to relative safety there before they don't seem to be actively coming after you in some kind of way.
Okay.
You don't have new orders from the Tomorrow Legion at this point, but when you report back in or take Vaughn back, they'll probably have something new for you.
All right.
We'll find out what else happens.
Fabulous.
All right.
Yay, we say Vaughn!
Yay!
I check in with Archibald there at the gas station and let him know that unfortunately we found the remains of the trapper party.
Oh yes.
And where that was, and just so that he can pass the word around the town so that they're not wondering. Unfortunately, we got there too late to be able to help, and we described the Splugorth and all that sort of stuff.
Didn't we blow up their truck by accident?
No, the bad guy blew up.
Oh, the bad guys did it. That wasn't our fault. Yay!
Yay! We're not completely incompetent.
I thought
That's
it was
just
me.
my robots. Well, cool. Thank you all for joining us for this episode of the Tomorrow Legion.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Cool.
What else is coming up this week?
We check out happyjacks.org/schedule for our updated schedule. There's a lot of tweaks happening because of the holidays and stuff like that coming up in the next few weeks. So be on that. Yeah, I don't know. Not a lot of like massive changes, just sometimes skipping games and stuff if it's, Thanksgiving Day, things like that. We will be having the podcast as scheduled this Friday.
Yep.
So
Scott Woodard will be on again.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So enjoy, and we'll see you later.
Adios for now, everybody.
We're out of time and out of space, lamenting for the human race. A cataclysmic crisis from the past. A small blue world thunder torn, an apocalyptic nightmare born, and mankind better learn to cope with it fast.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.